Okay, with David Dulev, Don't Forget to Smile, 8-minute short film played at the Wild Sun Festival from North Macedonia. Correct? This is a student project?
Correct. Yeah, I mean, my graduating work, it was like, yeah, like to finish college, it was like the graduation film had to make a short film, and that's my project. But it was good enough. I decided to send it to some festivals, basically.
It is a good film. You're gonna keep making movies, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's the plan. I mean, I've worked so far as an editor for a while, for a couple of years now, but Uh, I don't know what prompted me. Probably college prompted me to try the director as a different role
Yeah.
for the final, and sounded like an interesting challenge. Plus, uh, I think most people when they start to study film, their end goal is to either act or be part of creating a movie, and I wanted to be like a director to try my hand at it, so to say.
So this is a great you wrote the script as well, and it's about a teacher, and I guess in the somewhere in the future, I guess, is that she's
Yeah,
trying to
it's
teach
like
kids to
a
smile.
yeah, like a bit of a post-apocalyptic future, so to say, like in a future maybe where COVID or something like that lasts a bit longer than expected, and in my mind for the film, I mean the audience can interpret it as they see it, but in my mind the film was like these kids growing up in a world where they grow up with everybody's wearing masks. They never see an actual face, an actual emotion, so they need to go to school sort of to learn how to smile, and there's the chips, with the dystopic elements of control and so on.
But
Yeah.
but the first scene of the film is great because it's like a minute scene with the teacher, and it's almost like
Yeah,
she's learning how to smile too, in order to teach the kids.
yeah. That scene was not originally part of the script, but like when the film was in development, we were discussing what to do with it, with the crew, with the director of photography, with Christian.
Yeah,
He suggested it to add, to add the weight, and that scene, I really like the idea, and I was like, perfect. Let's add it. That's a lot of weight to it. It suggests that yeah, she too doesn't know how to smile, which was the original idea. With just at the end when we see her try to smile, try to force a smile, but not really manage. With
yeah.
the scene at the beginning, kind of I feel at least that it explains it better. It tells it better. It's more powerful, so to say.
So there's so many great touches in this film, and one of the great touches is that your lead actress is fantastic, right? But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have like kind of like the mask kind of like imprint on her face, right?
Yeah, yeah. With makeup, the
Yeah,
idea was to have that on the kids. I'm not sure if it's that visible, but the idea was, yeah, like she spent like, I don't know, 10, 20 years wearing that masks, and never taking
yeah.
it off, like to that point. So it left an imprint, so to say. And yeah, it was a nice detail from makeup to further tell the story without actually saying anything.
And you
Yeah, show
start the
the
film
tone.
with the George Orwell quote, right? Why did you do that?
Well, I mean, when I go to it's a dystopic story, so George Orwell seemed like the logical choice. Plus, I really like the quote, and the scriptwriter Onur, he suggested it at first, and I bought it. So I was like,
So
"What
the
a
quote
nice,
is, until they become conscious, they will never rebel, right?
yeah."
And until after they have rebelled, they cannot become conscious. So you
That's
kind of have to like go against the go against the grain of your mentors, your parents, whoever, right? Your
yeah,
teachers.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You gotta
Exactly,
like
exactly.
you gotta fight against convention.
You gotta rebel, yeah, fight against the norm, so to say.
Yeah.
And but only once you not finish fighting against it, once you stop rebelling, you become part of the new norm. And there's like a that's I feel what the quote was trying to say, at least. Like if you stop rebelling at one point to the system, you accept it and you become part of the norm, and then someone else, you can't really become conscious again, so to say. At least that's my interpretation of the quote, and I liked it for the film in that sense.
100%. Okay, so this is your first ever film, right?
Yes, first ever directorial debut.
And where did you find your lead actress?
As I mentioned before, I had worked as an editor for a while,
Yeah,
and I had the privilege of working on a TV show called Clearwater Bistravoda, Macedonian TV show. But because I was working on it as an editor, I got a really good view of a lot of different actors and a lot of their acting capabilities. So when I wanted to cast for this film, I had a very clear idea of who can act what, and Maya was perfect for the role. At least I imagined it the way I imagined it.
yeah. What did she think when she read the script? She was all on board right away?
She really liked the script. Her and the principal too. They really enjoyed it because they were like sci-fi
Yeah.
interesting. They were on board virtually instantly. Like they read it, they were like, okay, nice, we're doing this. Perfect. I had a
So you,
really
you the location, like I love the intro. It's kind of like it has a graduate vibe to it. I
Mhm.
don't know if you ever seen that movie.
I haven't seen The Graduate, unfortunately.
Well,
I
anyways, it's like because it's kind of like timeless in a
Mhm.
sense. Where like it's like we are in the future, but this kind of like old kind of like government
Yeah,
building,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
With the
yeah. That
stairs.
yeah, yeah. That was like the idea because to show a type of dichotomy. I failed to find a word, like two different ideas parallel, like technological future, but still grounded back, like you said, like the government building with the sort of brutalistic vibe to it,
Yeah,
like with the because in Macedonia we have a lot of those old buildings from back in the communist days,
yeah.
and this is a very nice aesthetic to shoot. This is actually a college for maths and chemistry, and I love the symmetrical stairs. It was a very nice location. Got
Yeah,
very
it's
lucky with
great.
it.
It's a great beginning of the film where like she's walking to this classroom, right? So,
Yeah, sort of to set the vibes, set the tone, like the
and like I
atmosphere.
said, there's a timeless vibe to it. Like you don't really know where we are in history, right? So,
Yeah, yeah. It kind of
like it could be an
helps.
alternate world as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. Anything goes. The point was the story should take over, but
Yeah,
to make at the same time, we try to make the world believable. Like a world. Basically, a good film is like a good lie. If
yeah.
you're able to lie well enough, your viewer will believe that the world you're talking about, you're showing, is
I
real.
like that.
That they'll be invested in it, so to say.
I like that. Okay, so then you got the cast, right? The all the
Mhm.
young girls kind of wearing the same outfit. They're all kind of wearing ponytails, right? So what
Yeah, and the
some of them
uniforms.
do, most of them, but basically where did you get all these extras? Or some of them have speaking lines, but where did you get all the young actors?
I got incredibly lucky on two fronts. One of them was because I've grown up. My dad has a production company, and I've grown up around this lots of different people who work in the film art. So I had some contacts to help me in this endeavor, and one of them, the casting agent, found these kids. I don't know. She found. I'm like, I need a classroom, and she's like, no problem. She found 10 kids which were willing to act. Which, interestingly enough, they were from an acting school, which the main actress was like a teacher there. So it really worked out great. It was like a nice coincidence. They were easy to work with in that sense.
And where did you do? You did kind of like the flashback scene, right?
Mhm.
Where did you do the flashback scene?
Interestingly enough, the flashback scene is in the same location because in the middle of the college, there's like this area.
Yeah.
It was just ground, nothing on it. There was just like dirt and windows, and I liked it a lot. And because we were on a very tight budget, since it was like a graduating picture, and we had to shoot in one day, so we had to find uh, a place to shoot everything, even the flashback. And the terrarium worked great with, okay, a lot of scenography, but it worked out nice at the end.
Yeah, it's great. And I love the scene where like she like goes to the flashback and then she tells the kid like think like a pineapple and she's like
Yeah, yeah. What's a
what's a
pineapple? Yeah,
pineapple and she gets totally like she doesn't know what to do, right?
yeah. She suddenly realizes that, yeah, they've never seen a fruit in their life, in
Yeah.
my mind. Yeah,
And
they're
so
just
it's
bewildered.
a really interesting kind of concept. It's like and it's really well executed. Like so you have a it's really nicely photographed. So tell me about working with your cinematographer. Did you guys shot list everything before? Did you storyboard anything? I'm curious.
We storyboarded first, in the beginning, but we storyboarded some rough ideas, and then we got to the location part because we needed to find a location to shoot
Yeah.
that would fit everything in one day. And when we saw the location, the college, we took a lot of pictures and discussed where the shots could go. And before the film was filmed, before it was filmed, there was a discussion of whether we should use tracking shots, maybe some motion cameras and so on. But seeing the location, seeing the stillness of it, we decided it would be a lot better to show, static, just long static shots
Yeah.
to to fill out the vibe, the feel of the movie.
Yeah.
And after we saw the location, it was much easier to discuss the shots. So it was shot one, shot two, shot three, and so forth. We took pictures and placed them. It worked really well.
So you said something in the blog interview where like you're nervous first time directing. It seems like a pretty big crew, pretty established crew as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you kind of you're smart enough to let them kind of do their magic, I
Well,
guess, right?
yeah, yeah. Like if you work with professionals and realize, I
Yeah.
mean, let's be honest, you're a college student. Like no matter how much you know, there's these people who worked in the field for a long time, and everybody wanted, like there was a nice atmosphere. Everybody wanted to bring out the best and to do as much for the film as they could.
Yeah.
And everybody, it was a team effort, really. Like everybody's touch can be felt in the film. The I was really nervous though. Like before the day of the filming, it was done finally after 12 hours, and I was like, I have no idea what's gonna come of this. I don't have a good feeling about this. I've never done this before,
So
and a
that is a
couple.
director. That's what all directors feel. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And afterwards, I saw it in my editing software on my computer, and I was like, whew, okay, maybe there's something here. This works. Maybe this works.
Because that's where you feel comfortable, right? That you feel
Yeah,
comfortable
it's
editing, right?
my safe space because yeah, I've edited a lot more, and I feel comfortable from that perspective. It's a different role, a role shift.
So I remember being friends with a lot of pretty established editors and going to see them at
Mhm.
work and stuff. And they would always like, I could say bitch. They would always bitch about like, there's not enough footage. What did they do
Yeah,
here? There's
what did I
coverage,
do
and they would
here?
get, I
What's
have
the
to make
shot?
this film happen, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
it's like, do you feel the long question is that, do you feel that you're a better editor because you directed? Do you kind of see how hard it is?
I feel the other way around, actually. I feel that I'm a better director because I've edited,
Sure,
because
that's an easy, obvious answer. Many of the great directors of our time have come
yeah,
from
yeah.
editing, right? Right. So
Because
that makes a lot of sense.
because as a director, how many films are you gonna shoot a year, right? Like one
Yeah,
or maybe two. I don't know, but like
maybe
not a
once every
lot.
2 years, right?
Maybe
Yeah,
once every 2 years, maybe
yeah.
even less, depending on the chances, money, I don't know, time, whatever. But as an editor, like in a year, you can edit, I don't know, anywhere from, you can edit one film, you can edit two, maybe even three. You basically you can get more work experience, and the more films you edit, the more you learn because you see how other people think, what did they do with the shots and so on. So in that sense, I feel that my background as an editor helped me be maybe a slightly better director.
That makes total sense. But you want coverage, I guess, right?
Actually, because we were limited with time, we didn't really shoot coverage until the dialogue scenes. In the dialogue scenes, we shot a bit of
Yeah,
coverage style, so to say. But before that was like master shots. Since they were long takes anyway, it was better for the production schedule, so we can make it on time.
so I like how the film ends where like you think that I'm watching the film, I'm thinking, okay, she's gonna be like, that typical Hollywood teacher. She's gonna teach these kids how to smile. But it's
Mm.
not about that, right?
It's
It's
not
about
about
her.
it's
It's
about her
about her
basically.
learning
Yeah,
how to smile, right?
yeah. To yeah, exactly. Like to find the emotions. Like not that she has forgotten, but maybe to show two things. One, that the kids need to learn how to smile, and two, that even the adults who are teaching them sometimes need to remind themselves how to do it as well, maybe have
Yeah,
forgotten how to smile. So the core idea of the film really is about emotions more than anything else. Yeah,
100%.
and yeah,
But I'm gonna even take it to another level. You probably never even thought of this, but it's like it
mm,
teaches the teacher, like the teacher can teach through their own emotional experience. So she
yeah,
tries to use the trope of like think like a pineapple, all this stuff, and it's not working. But
yeah. Well,
now
the
she
idea.
learns herself. So then she can teach that now,
She
right?
can teach that now exactly, but the idea with the pineapple was while she's having the flashback, while she's talking about the scene, talking about this big room, this big house, nice house with big walls and so on.
Yeah.
But we see the real image is just her in a tent in a world where her father tries to distract her from the whatever's going on outside. So she's confusing the pineapple with the actual emotion she's feeling. Kind of, she feels that she's laughing because of the pineapple, while she's actually in the flashback. I mean, as a kid, well, she's actually happy because of her father is playing with her. Kind of,
Gotcha.
or
All
that was
right.
just the idea with it.
No, it's a great film. And so you kind of realize that you got something great, something special here, and that's why
Mhm,
you sent it
mhm.
at the festivals, right?
Yeah, yeah. After seeing it, we decided it can go as a student film as well, obviously, which it is, but it can be a good short film maybe. So I had to try its luck, and it managed quite well. I'm very, very, very happy with it.
You should be. Is it doing well in the festival circuit?
It's doing well, yeah. Like it's got 17 selections, some award wins here and there, some
Yeah.
honorable mentions, finalists, so on. It's still going, so it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Very, very good for a
It's a
first film.
no-brainer.
It's
It's
yeah.
8 minutes. It's perfect. Tells what it does. It's like a nice professional film.
Thank you very much.
So let me talk to me about the sound design in the music.
Sound
You-
design and the music. The other student actually who worked on the film was the composer, Luca. I was very, very impressed by the music he composed in the beginning and in the ending.
yeah.
Uh, it was very, very nice. He's a very talented composer in my eyes, my humble opinion.
No, it's great.
Uh,
It fits to the tone of the film.
yeah, yeah, it fits it perfect.
Yeah.
And the sound design is also really good. Uh, a friend of mine, Patsky, worked on it, one of the film professionals, a very, very, very talented sound designer, maybe one of the best in the country easily. We we worked together. Me and a group of friends went at his booth to simulate the scandals outside the protests. The
Yeah.
our body, our choice, the no chips, yes freedom, and so on. It was good, but now it just sounds like I'm glazing it, but yeah, I have no complaints. It was, to me, it was a really, really nice experience, very nice movie, and so on.
So what are you working on now?
Uh, Currently, me and Onur, the same scriptwriter, are working on a script for another short film because in my country, you have to make two short films to be eligible to uh, qualify for making a feature length to get money, to get budget, to get finances. So I'm making hopefully making another short. We'll see in the coming year. So far in the script, still way back in the script making phase.
Gotcha. So then, okay, so then like, so you're gonna keep making movies though while you edit though, right?
Yeah, why not? It was a fun experience. It was a and yeah, apart from the fact that it was fun, it was very interesting. It opened like new horizons for me. A way to express yourself, kind of like, but not that you can't express yourself with editing films, obviously, but yeah, it's a different layer, kind
No,
of
you went
your
through all
own.
the stages of production, basically, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. From pre-production to post-production, everything.
Yeah. So now now you're talking, you're distributing the film, right? So like this is the editor kind of lands he's probably the most important position besides the director, but they
Yeah,
land
yeah.
in post production, right? So you're seeing all the stages. Sorry, I just lost your audio. That's so funny. I don't know how you lost your audio. There, I
Technical
think you're
diff.
back now.
Okay, okay, yeah, I am.
That was so weird.
I'm sorry. The
No,
Bluetooth headphones, I think, glitched or something. Can you repeat what you wanted to say?
I
I
said
didn't hear.
you're like you like the director, the editor is probably the most second most important if you can argue that most
Mhm.
important position on a film set, but you land in post production, right? Where you're seeing all stages, so you get different perspectives, right? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also before we even started shooting, one day before, because as I said, there was really no budget.
yeah,
Me and a couple of friends with the cinematograph, no,
cinematographer.
set designer, no, no,
Okay,
set designer,
yeah,
went to the location to stitch all the newspapers, to make the paint the walls in the classroom, and then also for the to set the scene for the outside part. So one day before shooting, I spent like maybe 16, 17 hours with two of my friends, three of my friends, just building the set. It I have a whole new appreciation for set design from just that, because I was tired as wow. And before set design and after, it looked completely different. It really added to the magic, kind of. So that was
so
nice.
you're okay. So you're in North Macedonia, which people
Hmm.
don't know. I guess it's Greece. You're above
It's
Greece, right?
yeah, it's in the Balkans.
The Balkans, yeah. And so how is that like maybe what 1.6, 1.7 million
One
people?
1.7, 1.8, something like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Well, not a
So
big
they're
country,
small country, right?
small country. Yeah.
Uh, tell me about the film scene there.
The film scene. The film scene.
You said
There
your
is,
dad's a production, your dad owns a production company?
yeah, yeah. He works. He has worked on all of films in the past, documentary shorts, some features as well, but and also some, like commercials and so on, because in our country, like, to survive purely from film, it's kind of hard. You need to have side gigs, so to say, and commercials, music videos, and so on. There are a lot of good films, a few at least. I can think of the top of my head good films from our country that I have seen. Like, for instance, I'll mention Honeyland was an Oscar nominee, not last year, maybe before that, 23, 24. I'm not quite sure. A wonderful documentary. Uh, Way before that, interesting film, Tattoo, Before the Rain. Before the Rain was, I believe, also nominated for an Oscar. It
Yeah.
also won like Venice. What was
Venice Film
the film
Festival.
festival? Yeah, the big one, the Lion, the the Venice Film Festival.
Yeah,
So
Venice Film Festival.
there's some good films, but not a lot of films are made in the year. Maybe like one or two, sometimes three films, but rarely. Which is fine. It's a small country, but yeah, it's a bit shaky, so to say.
Well, I think you're on your way, and I think it seems like it's in your blood as well, right? Making movies.
Yeah, somewhat.
Some
Hmm.
would argue, right? And so
Hmm.
I wish you the best success. So keep making movies, and
Thank you
let's
very
talk again when you
much.
make your next film.
Okay, lovely. Thank you for having me. It was a wonderful interview. What more can I say? I'm honored to be a part of it. Thank you.
Anytime, man. Have a good one.
Bye. Bye.